good, YouTube? TP Locks here, bringing you guys another video. Yes, today I'm gonna show you guys how to grow a beard in 2021. If you're interested in that video, stay tuned. Per usual, you guys, if you've not done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, we are at 27K. If you have hit the subscribe button, definitely wanna make sure you hit that notification button to stay notified on all the posts that I post. Notification gang, stand up. I see y'all, all right? Let's get into the video. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of background about me, you guys, all my life, just like you guys, I had heard all the old stereotypes or tropes, whatever, how to grow a beard.
Hey man, you gotta eat more cooter cat. You know, you just gotta let your hair grow, don't shave it. Hey man, you gotta shave more.
I tried all those things and I feel like I'd given my hair beard journey growth all the opportunity in the world to grow on its own, and it never did, all right? Now, the last time I gave you guys a Minoxidil update, it was about 5 to 6 months ago. Beard was seeing some great progress. It was growing great. But what I was noticing is that as my hair was growing, the actual quality of the hair, it started to reduce. I was getting a lot more breakage. The patchy spots were not filling in. In fact, it sort of seemed like it had stopped growing. So in order to sort of kickstart, you know, the regrowth of more mature hairs, I cut the ones that were there and just basically started over. And I didn't really cut to skin. I used a very, very low guard. I can't remember which one, but essentially I went from having, you know, what looked like a beard to basically having a 5 o'clock shadow. And in the time since that last update to now, it's actually grown tremendously, specifically at the bottom jawline. Specifically at that bottom jawline. You'll see from my last videos that bottom jawline was a lot thinner. It wasn't light. The hairs were not as mature. You can see the bottom having a lot more growth, a lot more mature hair. Of course, you still see patchy areas. And again, excuse and pardon my oils, but for the most part, there's definitely been a lot of growth there. In addition, there's also been a lot more maturity from those sideburn areas, you know, upper towards the ear, you know, on that side. Same thing here. These hairs have definitely progressed a lot since the last update. I think that comes down to what I've been doing with this routine, okay? Hence the title of the video, okay? So it's a 3-step process, all right? First thing I do in the morning in my current process is I will put my beard oils on. Okay. Now, the reason I like doing this is because, you know, I use Minoxidil twice a day, causes my skin to be dry, causes, you know, the hair to be brittle. So a lot of times I like to, you know, sort of repair that process in the morning. And what I notice is these oils, they give my hair a nice, full look. It conditions the hair, it moisturizes the skin. It's just a great combination. All right, so that's the first thing that I'll do in the morning. I'll place those oils on, I'll comb out my beard. Beard kit that my wife purchased has a great beard comb. I use it to distribute the oils, the beard oil. It's a nice, gentle comb. It doesn't really pull. It just sort of distributes that product through really nicely. And I'll put that on there to kind of get that fullness look. What you'll notice from, you know, just combing out the beard is that it definitely increases the volume and the look, even if it is patchy on the sides. So essentially what I will do is I will apply those oils and go about my business. After I do that, right, usually around lunchtime, I'll wash my face, right? Making sure that those oils are removed fully and completely. I'll wash my face just with a warm rag, and then I will apply my Minoxidil. What I will say, let me just admit this, with my Minoxidil application, you guys, I do not take a very calculated approach. I tend to just put that stuff on there until I feel like it's enough. And legitimately, what that has for me is literally my face looking sometimes ashy white, or, you know, sometimes just really damp wet for a couple minutes after I apply the Minoxidil. I'm not advising you guys to do that. I'm just letting you know that's what's worked for me, and that's what has yielded these results. 5% Minoxidil, I use the foam. I'll put that on twice a day. Usually how it plays out is I put my Minoxidil on for the first time at 12, then I'll put it again right before I sleep, then I'll wake up and put the beard oils on. That's typically the routine, okay? On the weekends, what I'll do is I'll derma roll. What you're doing with a derma roll is essentially you're creating, you know, micro abrasions in the area to stimulate the growth of hair, circulation of blood, the production of collagen, which darkens the hairs, helps to grow the hairs, and basically stimulate the hair growth in the areas that, you know, aren't necessarily growing. I've been using the derma roll specifically for the areas that I've, you know, shown a lot of thinness. Of course, you can see I've got patches. That bottom jawline isn't very pronounced, and I think that bottom jawline is very important to sort of set the shape of the beard. As you can see on this side, it's a lot more pronounced, it's a lot darker. You guys can kind of see that, all right? The illusion of it is very important because you can see with that bottom jawline being more mature and more pronounced, when you turn to the side, it's just a lot darker. Whereas opposed to this side that's very patchy, is not very pronounced, but still, you know, shows enough because of the hair that's on the top. I say all that to say, I would utilize my derma roll to make sure that I would focus on those areas on the weekend and only on the weekend. Typically when it came to utilizing that in tandem with my minoxidil, typically what I would do is use it at night. So for instance, with my routine, I would do it right after the application, my last application of minoxidil, that second application, and then I would use it so that I wouldn't be prone to, you know, creating abrasions and then putting minoxidil on top and getting that awful burn. I'm not sure if this is the preferred method, the scientific method. This is just the method that I have used, okay? I know you guys are all out there, you know, not able to grow beards. You wanna know if this works. I feel like I can definitively tell you guys that this works. From the moment that I started using minoxidil, hair was growing in places that I had never seen before, like literally. When I started using minoxidil, you guys, it went from just a few straggly hairs in areas after months waiting to literally just being full on coats of little, you know, entry-level vellus hairs all over my chin. And when I saw that, you guys, that's when I knew that we were onto something. So definitely want to encourage you guys all who are of age of my requirement to definitely try minoxidil. It has been something that's worked for me. After a year of using minoxidil, what I can definitely tell you guys is that it has provided me with much more hair than I've ever had in my life. I can tell you that it has given me the appearance of a beard. Just 1 year using minoxidil, I am now finally at a space where I can say that I have a beard. Is it a perfect beard? Is it a non-patchy beard? Is it still sort of like an entry-level beard? Absolutely, but it's a beard nonetheless. And so for those of you guys out there that are looking for something to try, who can't get their beard to grow, definitely want to give minoxidil a try. There will be a link in the description for anyone that's trying to use the minoxidil, the exact brand that I use. It's there. Also see if I can get a link in the description for the oils that I use. Sandalwood is an oil that I use, but again, you guys, you can use oils like tea tree oil, peppermint oil, all oils that have been shown to stimulate hair growth. As my beard journey has progressed, I found it more and more important to utilize oils and other things in tandem, like the derma roll, just to sort of assist that minoxidil product. That's basically the conclusion I've come to at this point now, almost a year into the minoxidil game. So definitely utilize my old videos if you haven't, just to sort of see and track my progress. And also look at my YouTube channel. You can very clearly see my first YouTube video, I couldn't get any facial hair. As time has passed on, you can see that hair growing. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to give it a try. I can definitely say that it works. And I hope videos like these are encouraging people, providing a little space for you guys to ask questions, and creating a little, in addition to a space to ask questions of me, a space that you guys can ask questions of each other. Because again, you know, one thing that I love to do with my channel is to create community. So hopefully this video does that. Hopefully you guys are encouraged by my experience and some of these pics that I've shown you guys, because minoxidil is definitely, it's the real deal. All right, if you guys enjoyed this video, it's been TP Locks, signing out.